Hello, Malton. It's me, ZGG, bringing you my latest ZGG Fireside Chat. I have for you tonight the third and final part of my March 2023 conversation with my most feared frenemy, an absolute terror of a player whose insights and actions have been the harbinger of fear and destruction to pro survivor psychologies and safe havens. I speak of none other than the deadly PenguinPyro from, among many others, the Flowers of Decay player killer group. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Yeah, so as a death cultist, you know what to do. GKing is as fun and effective as as you experienced.
Did you ever encounter Channel 4 News Team? You said you joined in 2009.
No, I've heard of them and I love the stick they had going on, but I never met them.
If I could ever just snap my fingers and do an interview with anyone, it would definitely be Ron Burgundy. That guy was a huge influence for me at just how to make the game fun for all players.
Yeah,
Always just like made everything a big show and a big event for everyone to participate in. It was just so cool.
I've heard him described as a force of nature.
That's a accurate way to put it. I saw Gulina. We're in March of 2023 right now. I saw Gulina this month. I couldn't believe it. I got a report from a friend who was in Galbraith Hills, which is just 2 suburbs away from Roftwood, and I personally ditched a siege against the RRF in Herbert Building in Roftwood and just personally brought Zombie GG all the way to Galbraith Hills and just camped the cinema that Gulina was in and begged Gulina to contact me on the wiki or Discord just to try to get one of these fireside chats going. I would love to talk to that legend, but I think she was just in the phase out mode.
Yeah. It happens with old long-time veterans coming back. They just want to check for a day or two, and then they lose interest again.
Sad. Yeah. So you're done, you think, or are you just taking a break?
I think so. Yeah, I think the main problem thing keeping away is that it's just really tiring dealing with Zerks.
The heartbreak from that, yeah.
Yeah, I want to free up time in my life for other things. So
totally makes sense. You definitely made your impact with a lot of groups. It sounds like. A couple more just of your favorite experiences in Urban Dead. Experiences that just really made you happy that you played this game. Do you have any you want to share that come to the top of your mind?
So I had a secret character. It doesn't really matter since I'm not playing anymore. I don't have to come back. I had a secret character named American Psyduck. He was my FOD character, but before that he was an independent PKer. And his kill speeches were entirely making Pokemon noises. And I don't know why, but it was just hilarious for some reason. Just making cracking noises and then stabbing someone.
Brought you a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Did you ever play with March into the Sea?
I did not actually, but I have actually done something related with that. It's a long story, but basically, Hibernaculum, the guy who started FOD and also started March into the Sea, that was his baby.
Are they Dr. Summeroff?
Hibernaculum is Dr. Summeroff.
Whoa.
Yeah. He actually did this collaborative role-playing thing, collaborative writing universe, where the Cult of the Blob, which March into was a big deal. And so I had the honor of participating in the universe for a little bit, so that was fun.
That looked like a really good time. I'm such a sucker for role-playing and that creative writing type thing.
My favorite role-play, I think of, I've never been a part of it, but my favorite was the Malton DEA.
Department of what?
DEA, not the Drug Enforcement Agency.
Oh, okay.
Not the DEM, which is a lot less fun. DEA. They were an RRF alt group that if you look at the wiki page, it is just wall-to-wall hilarity. They're just yelling about put the legal revive down.
The legal revive.
It was great. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Another time was, I mentioned before, Yegoton, right, where we ended up wiping out the entire suburb, cleaning the entire suburb of life, and it took them weeks to get back on their feet.
That was with the Scourge, right?
That was a Scourge. And then the FOD, I think in 2020 actually, we had a resurgence, and that was the largest we've been for a long time. And we actually had the power to like not only to clear out populated malls because we had so many people. It was great, just like wiping out a mall and realizing you still have AP left, so let's take out a few buildings adjacent.
Jeez.
That's a feeling. That's a feeling of real power.
Yeah.
You don't get that kind of feeling often as a PKer. PKers are usually not, again, as I mentioned, not very impactful physically.
I always had great time with the Flowers of Decay. FOD is just like such a fun rival group to go against. It's just nice because you guys have honor, the no zerging type thing. You play by the rules. You add flavor to the experience of, I think PKing is just kind of like a lost art, I guess.
It is somewhat.
Which is why I think this fireside chat is so important for Malton to hear, just to, get some people like me even to understand really what like the differences are between PKing and death culting, and try to have some fun with it.
I think fundamentally PKing is a performance art.
Performance art.
The bodies are your canvas. You give the speech, and you dispatch them. You can use baseball bat or broken glass bottle or something really flavorful. Pinzel, pipes, fencing foils. That's a particularly good one. Flare guns. You'll even permanently change your clothes. A flare gun is particularly fun because that means that whoever used a flare gun on you had to burn up a lot of them to get that hit. That means they really cared. That would be an honor. It never happened to me, I don't think. Someone nearly killed Can once. They ran out and then I shot them and made fun of them. But but I've never had the honor of actually being smashed by a flare gun, funnily enough.
All right, weird questions now because we're kind of getting to the end of this, I fear. But what is your favorite article of clothing in the game? Mine definitely 3D glasses. Huge sucker for 3D glasses.
Oh, I had a rainbow crown once.
Whoa.
I think Kevin made it available for like a day, and I happened to be there on that day. I forgot what day it was. Was it Halloween? It was some day. So I just I was a zombie. So the thing is that my character was killed in a dark cinema. And then I stood up, and then I saw a button that says "Pick up." As a zombie, I saw a button that says "Pick up a crown," and I said, "What's this? I've never seen this before." So I clicked it, and that caused my character to equip a rainbow crown on his head. and then I pinyated the building because there's no one else in it. Oh my God.
That's incredible. I've never heard of a rainbow crown. That's so cool. I'm wicked jealous. I know in like Halloween sometimes Kevin does the mask, but I just don't like how it makes your name go away.
Yeah, it does. Although I was wearing the white mask. I stand up for Philosophes, and my kill speech was, "This is what happens when you don't wash your hands in the restroom," and then I stabbed someone. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Do you have a favorite mall?
I think Pall Mall's pretty close to my heart because I spent a lot of time there. After Pall Mall, it would be Buckley. It's in White Hills. It's in the very southern edge of the map, southern center. I like it a lot because there are so many good hiding spots around there. The locals will catch on to you if you keep, after a while. But like for like 1 or 2 weeks, when they're still not on guard, you can do whatever you want. There's just so many good hiding spots, packed with great hiding spots.
It's a unique one. Pole Mall's pretty unique too, because like part of it is that stadium, Clapton Stadium. Those are cool ones. All right, so we got Rainbow Crown, cool item. We got your malls. Do you have a radio host maybe?
I like the original Funky Trucker.
I was wondering if you knew that person. I thought they were kind of funny. I couldn't tell how many different variations there were.
Yeah, the first guy was funny. After that, I think whoever picked it up after him lost. Didn't have the same touch to it.
Yeah.
The first guy was great. I can see why somebody imitated him.
It was like potty humor, but a little bit like.
He crossed so many lines that you just couldn't help but smile. It was so wrong that you have really no reaction but to laugh.
Very creative. I felt like the original one was a lot more creative.
Yeah, and yeah, he chose words really well.
Do you have any parting words for Malton?
I guess what I would say is, to all the people who only try one playstyle, try another, right? This game is big. I mean, the possibility space is big. The game itself maybe not so big now, but the possibility space is huge. And if you are only playing 1 or 2 playstyles, right? There's so many more, right? There's Death Cultist, there's Pro Survivor, there's Life Cultist, there's Bounty Hunting, there's PKing, there's just like sightseeing. There's all kinds of things you can do, right? And just to limit yourself to one or two, it's kind of sad.
That's a really good point, and I think that's a great message to share to players. It's a big city, a lot of different things. Expand your horizons, and ultimately the different people you can meet, the different things you can learn, and the cool experiences you can collect, some laughs, some drama. Just go out there and find it.
Yeah.
So, PenguinPyro, awesome chatting with you. Great stories, and I'm wicked glad I got to hear your experiences in the game. Got to get educated on the player killing style, the death culting style. Got to hear some old names. I'm really a huge fan of how much you respect the role-playing aspect of Urban Dead, and just your contributions. Another big walkaway is Rando is now
Yeah.
the deity I will be cursing and blessing for my
Yes.
dice rolls in this
You
game.
should praise her not because it will change your dice rolls in the slightest, but because it is fun. That's why you praise random.
Welcome back, Malton. This concludes my March 2023 conversation with my most feared frenemy, PenguinPyro from the Flowers of Decay player killer group. This ZGG Fireside Chat is a post-apocalyptic production proudly presented to you by me, Zombie GG, and my guest, PenguinPyro. Thanks for listening, Malton, and as always, the pleasure's been mine.